Good morning, friends. This is going to be what I hope is quick. I know I often say these things are going to be quick, and then the old man just keeps on talking. This is a follow-up to the video I posted yesterday about L.A. Marzulli's claim that the six-fingered fist that is on the Hamas banner in Gaza is evidence of a connection between Hamas and the ancient Nephilim demonic territorial spirits.
You're looking at six fingers.
There's six fingers, yeah. And we have four fingers and a thumb.
That's right.
Yeah.
They have 5 fingers and a thumb.
Right.
That's 6 fingers. That is deliberate. It's not a mistake. It is not a mistake. It's absolutely deliberate. They know what they are doing.
He conjectured that maybe they were summoning them through ritualistic sex magic.
Are they doing rituals? Are they doing rituals to bring the power in? I would posit here. I would throw out for your critical thinking that the leadership, they know who it is that they serve, and they have made contact on some level with this ancient Nephilim spirit, which is over that entire region. That's, I'm going out on a limb here, folks, but that's what I sincerely believe.
I would like to propose an alternative. My explanation, I think, is simpler and much more plausible. So the Marzulli hypothesis, we'll call it hypothesis 1, is that the fist depicted on the banner was intentionally given 6 fingers as a signal or a sign of a connection to the ancient Nephilim demons that Hamas has summoned or come into contact with through ritualistic sex magic. In this kind of unconquered part of the Middle East, there is a territorial spirit that remains there because it has never been conquered by spiritual warfare. So that's hypothesis number 1. Let's call that the Marzulli hypothesis. So hypothesis number 2, which we will call the Andy White hypothesis, is that somebody was in a hurry and they used AI to generate pictures of fists, and they picked one that they liked, and it happened to be one that had 6 fingers. So you can imagine, I think Marzulli in his head has an artist sitting there with a sketch pad or a paintbrush painting this thing and deliberately adding 6 fingers. That's probably not the process that was used to create this artwork. AI image generators are freely available. If anybody out there does art, which I do, I dabble. The human hand is really, really hard to draw. When I draw a human hand, it looks terrible. I get the number of fingers correct because that's something that humans perceive, I think, as immediately wrong or different. I bet a lot of you have never noticed that a lot of hands in cartoons actually only have 4 fingers.
We're going to talk about hands today, but being that hands are at the top of most people's lists of hardest things to draw and least favorite things to practice, I want this hand lesson to be bite-sized and simple. In this lesson, we're going to focus on the simplest style of cartoon hands, the 4-fingered hand, or the 3 fingers and a thumb. Many, if not most, of today's most popular cartoons use this style, which is all about expression and gesture, not realism. Mickey Mouse, Looney Tunes, SpongeBob, The Simpsons, Flintstones, Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, just to name a few.
Because of the way the hands move, it looks pretty realistic because these, I think it's the middle 2, often move together anyway. So if it's depicted as one, you can still have realistic hand movement. As LA would say, I digress. The human hand is hard to draw. AI can be used very quickly to generate tons and tons of images that you can pick one that you like. But AI has this peculiar error that it makes. And whatever the algorithms are that it is, finding source material and drawing something that is supposed to be a human hand, it often adds or subtracts digits. So 6-fingered hands in AI art are super, super common. And I messed around with a few of these last night. So this is one. All right, this is crayon. This is one that I put in right before making this video. Raised fists in a graphic style. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct number of fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a six-fingered one right there. Correct. That's got an extra, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and a thumb. 4. 2, 3, 4. Debatable what that is, but we'll give that one a pass. What do we have here? Those look okay. There looks like one with 3 and without a thumb. So that person lost his thumb. Not sure what's going on with those down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's some Nephilim hand there. There's another one. There's another. These are all Nephilim in the middle. Those look okay, I think. This one might be a 3 and a thumb. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a thumb. Not sure what's going on there, but it looks like 4. Those are pretty bad. And those look okay. What else can we try? Let's just say we won't even do it in a graphic style. Raised human hands. See what it comes up with. Play some elevator music. Notice I even specified human. Did not tell it to make Nephilim hands. I'm not sure how those are raised. I'm gonna have to get in closer here and look because these are small on my screen. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't see the thumb, but that's definitely 5 fingers. So that'd be a 6-fingered one. So that's a Nephilim. There's one with 4. That one looks like a foot. Not sure what's going on back there. 4 fingers, 4 fingers. Looks like we've got 2 fingers there. Looks like something that you would poke the food with. This person's thumb has been deleted. The finger lengths are wrong. Not sure. Okay. Oh, here we got a thumb on. You see that one on the bottom? This one's got a thumb on each side, then 4 fingers. So I guess that would be Nephilim. So AI is generating a lot of. I'm not sure how you do. What's going on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thumb, but that thumb melts into the other hand. There's one with 2. There's a 3. How about waving hands graphic style? Ta-da! Let's have a look. These are simplified, so it really took to heart graphic style. Here's one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a Nephilim individual. Sky is okay. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a thumb. So another Nephilim there. This one has 3 fingers, no thumb. Those all look okay. That's so graphic that it's hard to tell what's going on. Those look okay. This guy's got an extra finger peeking out from behind. This hand here with the blue sleeve, though, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's another tier. There's one with 3. 4 fingers, 4 fingers, 4, 4. I don't see any obvious ones right there. You get the idea. Hands are tough to draw. They present different challenges for the AI image generators than they do for humans. I have to go with free. I have to put free in. Photoshop AI, create images for free on Copilot. I downloaded this to my phone, so I might have to log in here. All right, here we are. Here's my Copilot account that I just started messing around with yesterday. So let's see what happens if we ask it to draw a hand. Lovely. Hand holding flowers. 1, 2, 3. Not obviously wrong. Draw raised fists. There's a lot of raised fists. I'm going to have to get in closer on this one to see also. This one looks like a Nephilim fist right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the thumb. Oh, that's a big one. It's not attached to anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about this woman in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She could be Nephilim. I'm not sure. A lot of these look pretty wide. This one looks like it's wearing a glove of another human hand. Maybe that's a Nephilim hand disguised inside human flesh. How about draw raised fists graphic style? Okay. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, Copilot gets a passing grade on that. Draw a raised fist with yellowish skin tone and black outline in a graphic style in front of a Palestinian flag on a banner. See what we get there. Correct number of fingers. That's good. Okay, here's a bunch of raised fists. That one's fine. That one's fine. Right? Right. Okay. Wonky, but fewer fingers. That one looks like it has 2 thumbs down there, the little tiny one. That one's only got 3 fingers. That's got 4. I think there are some with deleted digits here, but I don't see any Nephilim fists. I'm curious if you put the exact same prompt in, what happens? How much variability do you get with this stuff? There's more. Okay, that's too few fingers, right number, too few. Made a lot of mistakes with too few here. This one looks like it might have, now that might be okay. So most of these have 3 fingers and a thumb. In this bunch, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the biggest one is Nephilim. That makes sense because they were giants. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there's another one tucked back there. 5. So that's a 6-fingered. I'm not sure what's going on there. What if we just tell it to draw? We want 10. We want a sample of 10. 10 raised fists, graphic style. The fists should be lined up in a horizontal row. I want to make it easy to compare. Selection of fists. At first glance, these all look fine, actually. I don't see any bad ones there. Microsoft for the win. Let me copy that and try it again. There's one with 3, so we've got some missing digits. There's another one with 3. I don't see any extras here. Some of these actually look like carbon copies, like they're exactly the same. Maybe not exactly the same. Pretty close though. It kept a lot of uniformity there. I'm going to change this to 10 raised hands. I wonder how much electricity I'm taking to do this. Kind of feel a little guilty. Okay, those are pretty graphic. There's one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. So that's a Nephilim hand. They look like corn. A lot of these look okay. That one's debatable. But a lot of them are obscured. There's another one there with 6 on the end, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's no thumb. Not clear which side it would have been on. What if I think they look like corn. Yellowish skin tone and black outline. The hands should be lined up in a horizontal row and should be poking out ears of corn. There's some ritual sex magic for you. Good. 3 fingers, 2 thumbs. Not sure where that fits into your supernatural world. Good. 3 fingers. No thumbs, but 5 fingers. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure where that finger is coming from. That might be from the guy behind it. This person had an accident at the bandsaw. That one's jacked up. Like we've got a thumb coming out of the palm. Anyway, let's see if there's one more. OpenAI Art Image Generator. I have not tried this one yet. Raised fist, graphic style with, try to get some that are comparable. Yellowish skin tone and black outline. Let's see what we've got here. What's this one? Is that a finger or not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely 4. That looks like a finger folded in there, but I'm not sure. Not sure about that one. This one looks okay. 4 fingers and a thumb. Nice normal human. 4 fingers and a thumb. So far, so good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers and a thumb. Okay, try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a Nephilim hand there. Those are our first 4. There's 4. That one's okay. That one's okay, though this wants to be 2 different fingers. It wants to be, but it decided not to go there. So that's Nephilim. This one is 4. So we got 1 out of 8 so far. Those look all right. That one's okay. There's a Nephilim hand, 6 fingers. 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. It's charging me credits. I wonder how many credits I get. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to keep making hands. we can generate an initial hypothesis of a distribution. 4, 4, 4. Those look okay. 4, 4, 4, 4. Those look okay too. There's one with 3, 3, 3. No, 4. He's got it. It's hiding. 4. So you can get an idea with this how easy it is to just like quickly give yourself a bunch of choices. And my guess is that somebody found one that they thought looked good and they used it and they didn't look real hard at the number of fingers. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another Nephilim hand. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. What the heck is going on with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could make an argument that that's 6 fingers and a thumb. But I wouldn't die on that hill. What do we have here? That's a weird one. So that's at least 5 fingers and a thumb, but it could also be 3 fingers and 3 thumbs. This one's got some extra knuckle power going on behind there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I had to guess, so I'm an observer. That's what I do. I think you ask the AI to draw a hand. Most of the time, it gets the correct number of fingers, at least in these graphic ones. However, there's a distribution. Sometimes it's, let's say that there's always, we're counting fingers, not thumbs. So the thumb is there. So a 5 fingers is a Nephilim hand. So that would be 6 digits. You also get them with 4 fingers is normal, 3 fingers. I've seen a couple with 2, though I don't think we haven't made any graphic ones with 2 yet, but they definitely appear when they're trying to like create photorealistic hands. You've seen them with 2. I know I've seen them with 7, 8, probably up to 9 actual fingers in the photorealistic. Here we've got some examples that I would say you would count as so if Nephilim is 5, there's been some 6s and maybe even a 7. There's a distribution of outcomes. We're just talking number of fingers, 4 being the human normal, like that's not going to be in the middle like a normal distribution. It's going to be toward the side of the graph. So it's not going to make a hand with 0 most of the time. Sometimes you'll get, maybe in very rare instances, 2 fingers. You get a lot of 3 fingers, or at least a substantial amount that would show up on a graph. You get mostly 4s. That's probably going to be the mode that's going to appear most often. And then you do get some 5s, 6, 7. So there's going to be like a long tail. So you could graph that. Like we could ask for 100 different images of hands with different prompts and graph it out and see how inaccurate AI is with these. But the point is that the chances of getting one that has the wrong number of digits is, it's not 100%, but it ain't 0. And I don't know what it would be, maybe 10%, which is a pretty high rate of error if you think about it. And if you just find the fist that you like say someone's going like, man, this is the one that looks best to me. Like I really like, it's a powerful thing. And then they don't bother to notice that it has 5 fingers instead of 4. Then there you go. You're off fueling your Christian fundamentalist conspiracies and its ritual sex magic and spells and portals to the Nephilim and territorial spirit and demonic principalities. Or it's an AI goof, the same way that when somebody turns in a term paper that's obviously plagiarized, they don't realize maybe how obvious their mistakes are. Anyway, don't be surprised if you see me come back on with distribution. You can maybe calculate, if we knew what program they were using, what the prompt was, we could recreate it and calculate pretty closely the chances of getting a 6-fingered hand. And then you just have to get past the human aspect of not noticing, not caring, whatever. Believe it or not, machines make a lot of mistakes and humans make a lot of mistakes too. They're often not the same kind. But when they coincide and you put it in front of L.A. Marzulli, he can write another book now, I suppose. And these guys can talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and waste everybody's time and rail against the world and all the pastors who aren't telling you.
And I've dedicated my entire life to exposing this. And then you get something like this in Gaza, and it's just like, you have got to be kidding me. Honestly, John, I saw it I counted the fingers 3 times. In disbelief, not believing what I was seeing.
Bye-bye.